Good evening to you, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with a special video update from Hurricane Pro and HD. I want to talk about something unique and different this evening. The National Hurricane Center now issuing advisories for something that has not quite yet made it to tropical depression or tropical storm intensity. It's in the headline right here, issuing this on potential tropical cyclone 2. What does that mean? We'll go over that in detail in just a moment. Does it mean that there has been a potential tropical cyclone 1 already? No, so it's a little confusing there. This is the potential second tropical cyclone of the Atlantic season. Remember, we had Hurricane Arlene, I believe that was the name, several months ago, and so we've already had one tropical cyclone. Sorry, it wasn't a hurricane either, it was a tropical storm. And you remember that was kind of weak. Out in the Atlantic just a few months ago out here somewhere. Really didn't bother anybody. A lot of fuss was made about it. Should it have been named, etc. Anyway, we've already had one, Arlene, tropical storm. And so this would be the second tropical cyclone of the season. And here it is down here east and southeast of the Windward Islands. If we click on it, you get a map because everything is put into motion for this expected to develop system. This is something new. I'll read you a paragraph in just a moment that further explains it. But you get the idea that it's going to head off in the general direction of the Windward Islands over the next few days and bring potential tropical storm conditions. As such, tropical storm warnings are up for a portion of those islands, as this is expected, and you can see it in the forecast there, to become a tropical storm before reaching the Caribbean Sea, where conditions would probably be less favorable. You say probably, you never know for sure. So exactly how did this come about? Well, let's take a look at this paragraph right through here, and I'll just read it to you as best I can and as quickly as I can. The National Hurricane Center now has the option to issue advisories on disturbances that are not yet tropical cyclones, but which pose the threat of bringing tropical storm or hurricane conditions to land areas within 48 hours. Under previous policy, this was not possible. These systems are known as potential tropical cyclones in advisory products and are numbered from the same list as depressions. So when something becomes a depression, it gets the next number in the Atlantic sequence. So O1L would be the first depression of the season, L meaning Atlantic. This is O2L, and if it becomes Brett, or a named storm, and it's confusing, isn't it? Because there's too much going on. If it becomes a tropical storm before the system in the Northwest Caribbean does, as an example, then it would be Tropical Storm Brett. But this is the reason right through here. They're wanting to be able to issue watches and warnings for land areas that could receive tropical storm conditions despite the fact that the system has not become a tropical depression or a tropical storm. The last visible images of the day, you can clearly see an increase in convection around the center here. A very small system, but you notice it's trying. We've got this impressive feeder band coming in over the north and northeast, and deep, deep thunderstorms developing right near the probable center of circulation. And this will be heading off in the general direction of the southern Windward Islands. And as such, as I showed you, tropical storm warnings are up for that reason. So be on the lookout for that. In that area, you have, again, some great tools in Hurricane Pro and HD to track along, so take advantage of that. I'm Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com. Just wanted to get you an update on what's happening with this new sort of policy that policy that the Hurricane Center is doing, and we're probably going to see it again this year, especially if things are as busy as they look like they may be. All right, again, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com. I know I just said that, but we'll say it again for Hurricane Pro and HD. I'll be back with more for you starting tomorrow.